Police say these images of Sharena Nancy and her vehicle were captured at Sheetz in Murraysville about 23 minutes after investigators believe Nancy kidnapped 2-year-old Nalani Johnson from this Penn Hills intersection about 20 minutes away. Police say Nancy, Nalani, her father Paul Johnson, and a friend, Justin Rouse, came here together on Saturday to visit an acquaintance.
It's believed that an argument ensued approximately 5 p.m. or so. At that point, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Rouse exited the vehicle with the intention of taking Nalani with him, and when Ms. Nancy pulled away with the child in the vehicle.
Police would only say the argument was between Rouse and Nancy, not Nalani's father, who police say had a relationship with Nancy. Investigators say cell phone records tracked her movements from there.
Sharena Nancy pulled away with the child in the vehicle at approximately 5 p.m. We believe shortly thereafter we have some evidence to suggest the child was still in the car, but we have Ms. Nancy in the area of the Chestnut Ridge Resort at 6 p.m. and we have her back at Rhode Island Road at approximately 7:30 p.m. where Penn Hills stopped the vehicle.
That's when they say Nancy was taken into custody, and police say she claimed Nalani's father sold her.
At this point, we have nothing to corroborate or suggest that that version of events is credible.
I want to bring in retired Los Angeles Police Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey. Cheryl, I just want to get first and foremost your thoughts on the surface of this, because it is bizarre.
Yeah, I hope and pray that the father is not somehow involved in this story. I mean, it's so cockamamie. It makes no sense on every level. This lady had beef with his friend, yet she punishes, if you will, the dad by killing her on and off again boyfriend's child. It's very unsettling, and people need to be really mindful of the kind of folks you have around your children, whether they're male or female.
So we know that she's arrested. We don't know that she killed the child. In fact, the way that the investigator was talking there, they have they think, confirmation that the child was still in the car at the time. The fact that the father has not been arrested, or the friend in this case, what does that tell you? Or do you think that there's a possibility charges could be coming for them?
Well, I mean, sure, it's a possibility, because the officers are going to need to further develop stories. I mean, they're getting very differing stories from the dad and his friend versus what the suspect is saying. And then she implicates a third woman who she said she passed the little girl off to for $10,000. It's all very unseemly, and I wonder were there any red flags the dad should have picked up on in regards to having this woman within close proximity to his child in the first place.
So where do investigators go with all of this information? What is the first thing, say the first 2 or 3 things that they're going to be looking at in the next 24 hours?
Well, they're going to be trying to corroborate stories and put that with information that they can glean to either corroborate or disprove what each party is saying, and then see how those stories jive. That's going to be the first course of action, is the veracity, the validity, the truthfulness of the statements that are being given, and then work from there. And then, of course, once the autopsy results come in, then we'll know exactly how this little baby died, and so that will be helpful.
It is so disturbing. Cheryl Dorsey, thanks very much for being with us and sharing your perspective.
Thank you.